Climate inactions heightens risks to the global south, including Pakistan. The global south, including Pakistan, is particularly susceptible to the impacts of climate change, according to the sixth assessment report by the Intergovernmental Panel on Climate Change, with the region set to experience more extreme weather conditions, including heat waves and flash floods, in the coming decades, with serious consequences for vulnerable and marginalized populations. Climate change does not differentiate between genders. Both men and women are just as likely to be affected by it. But due to economic, social, political, and cultural inequalities, these unevenly felt challenges are getting harder during climate-induced catastrophes.
2 million acres of agricultural land submerged, and 33 million people affected.
The restricted role and freedom of women in Pakistan has added to their challenges in coping with climate-related extreme events. Climate change impacts every element of their lives, their economic security, marital relationships, and physical well-being. When climate change intersects with these existing vulnerabilities and burdens, we find the women disproportionately impacted. For a country grappling with extreme weather patterns, it is important to focus on the vulnerable population and make women's voices heard. Understanding gender equality and social inclusion is central to understanding people's capacities to cope with and adapt to the impact of climate change. Cultural practices, traditional values, and societal constraints that lead to gender inequity must take into account the changing times and emerging threats of a warming world. The state has compelling reasons to prioritize the nexus between climate change and women in its adaptation planning. Not only should it be viewed through a legal lens, but the differentiated and inequitable impacts of climate change render the issue a moral and ethical one.